Hello, welcome to Learn Love Tarot. Good evening. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good Monday. This channel is a place where you can listen to mini lessons on how to interpret your own personal birth chart. If you would like a completed birth chart by me, you can look at the description box below and email me your details, and I will get one made for you so you can follow along in our picture pages. The other part today, we are going to be doing a tarot reading, and I'm going to be using my Angel of the Night deck along with oracles and my angel cards today. So with that, our mini lesson today is about the houses. So keeping it simple just to start. Everybody starts with a blank wheel. The houses are fixed. Okay, so everybody starts with these, and we start with our time of birth, which is why that's so important to know, our stake in the sand this lifetime. And this energy here is going to try to counter the energy that maybe you had too much of the last lifetime. So this is the energy you're trying to learn how to be more like, to counter that energy this lifetime. And we start at house 1, and we go all the way through to house 12 counterclockwise. Each house is a representation of each area of the human's life, right? Of our lives. So depending on what planets we have and which houses, the planets each are associated with verbs, with action verbs. What are they doing? What are they meant to help us do? And then how we do those things are the sign with which it sits in. So let's say, for example, my ascendant is in Leo, and I have my sun in Cancer. Okay, my first house of self, appearance, vitality, and ego is going to be through the lens of a Leo. Playful, active, and that kind of fun energy, right? So, and where am I going to be doing that in? What life area, right? Mine would be, again, my vitality, how I approach life, how I appear to others on first impressions, okay? And that's where your ascendant is located on your own birth chart. This changes about every 2.5 hours, so it is very, very important in order for you to understand how the rest of your chart is placed, is all based on that birth time. So that's why that's so important. Okay. So interestingly, today while I was walking my dog, I saw a single black crow fly above us, and it was really, really loud and just obviously wanting to had something to say. But it was strange because usually crows are all, I don't know if that's even called a pack. They're a group bird, right? So a black crow being on its own can be a sign, if you just see one black crow, a sign of independence, determination, a fresh start. Maybe some of us are gaining more intuition or clarity on some kind of a situation in our lives. And it reminds me of the Fool energy, of the Fool card. Okay. And then on top of that, our number for the day, so September 11th, 2023, breaks down to 927. And that number in my angel numbers book is representative of self-secure. You've got this, okay? There are changes on the way, but you are asked to let go of any fear toward them. And it gives us a mantra that you can do while lying and meditating or sitting in meditation. You would put your hand on your solar plexus chakra. Okay, so we're inflating and deflating. It's the color yellow if that helps you. And we're going to repeat the mantra, I am confident, I can do anything. Okay, now before I sat down to read, I was trying to channel some messages, and the very first thing that came out was very strange. I'm not sure if it's going to resonate with anyone or if it has a personal meaning to one of you. But I know it was Daffy Duck. So I'm like, blackbird, black duck, what's the deal? And kind of the archetype of Daffy Duck, I'm like, what the heck? Oh, you know who, Alexa. What's the definition or what's the archetype for Daffy Duck? And she said, he was kind of greedy, he was arrogant, unpredictable, and he was always saying suffering, succotash, right? Things were always just awful. So that might be a message to us about, this fresh start, whatever has happened before. Let's try to have a different new attitude about it. And also this 927 of self-secure, changes are on the way. And immediately I thought of David Bowie's song, Changes, Turn and Face the Pain, right? So it could be that the time has come calling to really get a hold of some emotional triggers, because something is coming. And I also saw the 1010 portal, and that is a month away. And we did get the number 4 on Friday, and that was a big, big reading. So make sure you check that one out. That was not a quickie. That was a big reading. To get a little more clarity, I continued to channel, and I saw it would look at first like a person with sunglasses on and rollers in their hair. And then it looked like the sun and someone that was trying to lasso the sun, but they were standing, they were standing right by there, just looking at it. Like there's this chance to lasso the sun here, but the person was just standing there. So I'm like, what in the heck is this, right? Then when that face got turned upside down, it was a whole completely different, it wasn't the chick with the rollers anymore, right? It was something completely different. It was more skull shaped. Okay. So that may have to do with this fresh start energy, this transformation energy that's still continuing from last Friday's read. So I got out my handy dandy stars and dice book I've had since I was 18 years old, and this has never steered me wrong. So the first number we looked at, I got a number 6, which is the brown die because we are in Virgo time. And that was a realm, so a broader perspective of ambivalence, just overwhelmed by doubt, wondering how and when to act. Okay, for that number 6. And remember, the number for today, 927, was about their changes on the way, but let go of fear. Okay, so starting to come together a little bit here. There was also, the symbol was a sword. The animal is a scorpion. So if you have Scorpio moon, Scorpio ascendant, Sun, or Venus, this message might be especially important to you today. And then the second die, what will be opposing that energy would be Pisces energy. So the blue die, we got 4. So the number 4 today is 64. And when I looked at 64, I had a little chuckle. So the 6 signifies hesitation, 4 signifies logical order. The combination produces doubt, which is a moment of hesitation in the face of order we have created for ourselves. 10 is the sum of these 2 numbers, suggests that doubt allows us to pass from one stage to another, right? The sun goes from the sun to the moon. They change stages, right? It's one planet's turn and then the other. The image of this is a weather vane, another dang bird. So now we got Daffy Duck, we got the black crow, and we got this weather vane. It's a metal rooster that changes direction depending on which way the wind is blowing, which is the symbol of inconsistency and hesitation. So when I was seeing that face change, when it changed directions, that's why I had a little chuckle here. We will maybe be looking at this at the end to look a little deeper, but I like to kind of get the cards out first and see how that message is going to play out. So let's do that here. Our cards have been pre-shuffled already. The oracles here, these oracle energy cards are wonderful. Unconditional love somehow was flipped up top, number 34. That's a 7 number. That's a spiritual number. Not sure why that was turned around. It must have gotten flipped when I was shuffling. One more shuffle, please. Okay, so my intention every time, and when I do my meditation before I start reading for y'all, is that this message will be for the best and highest good of anyone watching, of anybody who finds this message when you find the message. Okay, and I did see a familiar card. It was one where there is a turquoise blue cloth draped over her head and face, a scarf. Okay, one more time. Okay, looking for a 9-card spread, which is what was intended last Friday, and that turned into a really big read. So another flip card here. I'll look and see what that is here in a second. For angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light, please pull out 3 cards for past, present, and future energy, or tell a story on some type of timeline that will correlate to the messages you would like me to receive today with clarity and insight for anybody who needs to see this message. Thank you. That was the one that was flipped over. That's funny. Number 11. So we've got that spiritual number 7, and I don't know if you can see it, but I just started, my body starts heating up when I channel or read these days, and it happens pretty quickly. So this looks like some kind, it looks a little bit like an insect, which I have written down from this weekend. A grasshopper visited 2 days in a row, was very blatantly obvious. And then a cricket and also a toad hurled itself at my car last Wednesday. So I'm like, what is it with all these jumpy things, right? So that is a little, even though it's someone sitting down with all of their chakras, right? If you look at it a different way, it could look a little crickety or grasshoppery. All right, interesting. Number 11, that is a master number. So we do not narrow that down to a single digit, stays number 11 rather than a 2. Okay, cosmic connection, present energy, spirit, present energy, please. More cards, and then the bottom card will be the overall energy of the oracles, the environmental energy. Okay. Some hesitation here. There we go. All right. So there are 2, the number 12. So we have a progression here from 11 to 12, and then the number 36, world within worlds. The second card being emotions. Okay. The number 12 card, which is a 3, and then a 36 card, which is a 9. So something could be coming to a close, but there is a progression here. Okay. 11, 12, 36. And I went straight for my blue stones here today. There's a lot of blue here in these cards. That also could insinuate the throat chakra, communication. Okay, communicating, which was the totem for the crickets. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, so cosmic connection, emotions, war within worlds. Maybe somebody is getting a hold of their emotions. And then we have Mother Earth, which we did get as the middle card, the second master number here, 22, on that epic read on Friday. Again, check it out if you have a chance. Had no idea it was going to be that big. Okay, 9-card spread here. 9-card spread. The first position is going to be, thank you, Hierophant. Wow, right under Cosmic Connection. Okay, before I could even spit it out, the Hierophant. Okay, number 5 here. This is Taurus energy. And look at the way this cosmic connection, right? In traditional decks, it's going to signify the Pope, okay, some kind of master teacher. You could be, this is your energy viewer, so you are in a position here of some kind of authority. Maybe you're giving advice to someone that you feel a connection with. Now, if it is a soulmate, that can be people in our family, our best friends, even, you know, business partners, any partnership here where we learn from each other. Okay, so it looks like there is a bit of teacher energy here. It could also denote marriage sometimes, depending on what comes out around it. What's really also cool is that these two master numbers are bookending each other. And under that, Mother Earth is a Be Fearless card, which is the number 3 energy. Also the number 3 here in the middle with our 12 card of emotions. And it does say, I am confident I can do anything. Remember that there are changes, but you're asked to let go of any fears. Okay, and there is that lighthouse energy there as well. That's really cool. All right, we'll see if that continues to come up here. All right, perfect cross by. Let's see what's the crossing energy here. 4 of Cups. So it could be that you have no idea. Perhaps Spirit is trying to connect to you and bring you messages through either your dreams or meditation, which can even be walks in nature, Mother Earth here, anytime where we're not in our thinking brain, okay? So 4 of Cups can be a little bit of boredom. It could be disappointment or disillusion, like it's a waiting energy, right? It's a waiting energy. Okay, what is the situation here? Anything to do with this cosmic connection, emotions, and world within the world? Thank you. 2 cards for the situation. Okay, so interesting right here, guys. So that number 6 did represent some kind of sword or dagger. And then remember, this Daffy Duck archetype is greed, arrogance, unpredictability, like a sufferer, right? A complainer. Maybe someone around you is in a bit of a martyring energy because this is a situation that you certainly want to get away from. So interesting that we had that dagger, and then we had that Daffy Duck archetype, and she does have black hair. Okay, so she's there holding that dagger. 5 of Swords is either someone's words that are manipulative to you. It could also be yourself as your worst enemy, right? Kind of getting in your own way. We tend to do that as humans. And it is under the emotions card. So perhaps even with this, someone could have, cut you down with their words, some sort of betrayal with words. And now we're feeling some kind of way here about it. And the 6 of Swords, again, another progression, is saying in this situation, we're moving past this, this stabbing, unkind words, either to ourselves or from someone else. Definitely deceit is involved when we see the 5 of Swords. It's not the most fun energy, but here we are asked to get in the spiritual boat and let us be guided and taken there. And I did just say right? Our Hierophant energy, we could be getting some messages that we're just either not hearing yet. Maybe you don't want to hear them. Maybe there's some kind of sort of truth that we're having to face and we don't want to face that. This could also be maybe a change of some sort that we're just kind of letting that fear and that doubt hatch away at our own emotions. Let's see where we go. Now these Tarot of the Night cards are a little darker in color. So, and they are glossy, but I'll do my best to get those two so you can see them clearly. So moving away from some kind of greed, unpredictability, somebody always complaining, that could be in a work situation or in some kind of situation where there is a spiritual leader stepping up or some kind of counselor, right? Could also be. Six of Swords is moving from rough waters to calm waters. So again, with this progression, 5, 5, 6 here so far. All right, what's the environmental energy? Where is this energy possibly happening or by whom? Bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. That can be a person. So this dagger here, this either, it can be a message of some sort as well. Page of Wands is usually the, all pages bring messages. They're young, spirited, spirited age archetype, usually in their, not older than 30. Let's just say that. Page of Wands is very like, let's just up for anything. Let's go do it. This could be a person that is delivering this message, and they may not mean to be doing it in a basically kind of speaking out the other side of their mouth. They didn't know it was wrong to say, and we're like, oops. Okay, and it could have to do with some kind of commitment here, if this is your energy here. Whoever is in this energy, this cosmic connection, you're in a place of deep reflection, looking for some answers, looking for a teacher, a healer, a guide, and really digging into those negative emotions and processing them, right? Understanding that we can't just run from it. We get to be pulled away from that once we do learn and understand that spiritual lesson. If it is a work situation, maybe there's danger of somebody maybe trying to take your idea, or if there's some kind of promotion coming, and you're either talking yourself out of it. I don't know though. 5 to 6, you're ready to get in that boat. Let's just say that. It's under this Page of Wands, 2 of Cups. Okay, maybe it's not so much a work situation, guys. So we do have the Hierophant here, and underneath that, we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, which is equal love, 2 people that share the same emotions, right? We're on the center card here. It could have to do with you perhaps being the one that wants to stay in the commitment or is trying to help the other person. A guru, a teacher, a guide. Underneath the Page of Wands, so to me this has to do with something where both people feel have the same exact emotions toward each other, right? Those cups are shared. Ace of Pentacles, so this could be about a tangible offer, some kind of either monetarily, if it is to do with work. Pentacles is something tangible. This is time, resources, money, your energy, your talents. double ace. This happened on Friday, except with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So she has a lock there on that heart. And it could be that this younger Page of Wands messed up something here with the Ace of Wands. And there's a lock there now on her heart because this passionate new beginning was supposed to be yours. And instead, maybe it was offered to someone else. Yeah, that's what it does feel like. Six of Cups from the past. See how here also Spirit is trying to pull her down that street out of the darkness. Like here's the light post, the lamp. This is the way to go. It's wanting to also pull her forward in that same direction. Notice that? Same direction, away from whatever, this deceit, this stabbing in the back, this something said not so nice. Maybe it really wasn't an oops. Oops, I didn't know you weren't supposed to know that. Maybe this person, if it is to do with work, has equal talent, but somehow sabotaged you in some way. And you decide that it's just not an environment you want to be in. Right? It's hard to control your emotions, your frustration. Very interesting. Okay. What is the opportunity here? This worlds within worlds. There's always another door, right? We think that our world is the only place on Earth, or excuse me, in the universe, and we are certainly not. How can you take one thing and create it into something new, perhaps? What are these layers of emotions? I just got the visual of that, those Russian nesting dolls, right? The world within the world. These emotions are layered pretty deep, guys. And we may not have even tapped into them without this cosmic connection. This could be a shaman, a healer of some sort. Some of you guys that are doing that kind of work, that is you. Thank you. So what is this opportunity here, Spirit? What is this opportunity regarding worlds within worlds? I think I'll read that card at the end. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Okay. Don't be scared. It's just the Tower. Okay. But in this depiction, so this is interesting here too. To me, again, that's portal energy, that 1010 portals coming up. We'll see maybe if we can get a timing card. But in order for something to rebuild, it has to be something that's collapsed totally to the ground, right? You're not just going to take off the siding and slap on, slap on something new. The bones are still bad. The foundation might be weak. It's only a cosmetic change, right? If there's only a cosmetic change made, right, maybe we're not really tapping into the emotional work that we need to do, or there's some kind of truth we don't want to face about someone doing this to us. The opportunity here is to rebuild. And I just said, take something and create it differently or make it your own, create something new out of it. Let's see what's crossing that Tower card. Environmental energy here of Seven of Swords. I felt like this, guys. Look. And okay, so Seven of Swords. Back to Daffy. I'm like, why in the world Daffy Duck? Greed, arrogance, unpredictability, suffering, complaining. The complainer, you just want to get the HE double hockey sticks out of Dodge. You know, if it's a situation where we just can't get control of our emotions, it does come back to that healing, that, being asked to face those changes. Wow. Tower is basically the biggest change card you can get. And this is the opportunity. So it is upcoming. And it does feel like this is by the 1010 portal, October 10th. Okay, so back to this fun little Seven of Swords. As if Five of Swords weren't enough fun, this is definitely trying to get away with something. Running away, could be running away from feelings, running away from a tough decision. So if you can see here, there is a man, a handsome man that has floated by, still breathing, a little bit life left in him, but she's holding on to this conch, which is communication for me, which comes back to our channel messages and our angel message, right? Do you hold on to your own heart song, or do you try to save this, whatever this dying represents to you? Are we going to delay what we need to be doing here? I mean, the sun looks like the sun is setting. There's not a whole lot of time here. 2 weeks to make this decision, to make a change. Two of Swords. It's kind of willful blindness. It's not wanting to have to make a hard decision. But guess what? When we don't do that, universe gives us a Tower anyway, and gives us that push, because it wants us to first make the choice by ourselves, right? We have free will. So whether this is someone around you in your environment that's trying to sidestep some sort of responsibility, it is causing you to have to make a difficult decision. Maybe they're walking away from having to make a difficult decision. Underneath that is the Three of Pentacles. Oh, gee. Well, we haven't seen yet the Three of Swords, but the Three of Pentacles can denote one too many people in the mix. Perhaps this person is walking away from the tough decision of, okay, me and which other person out of the other two. And I just can't get over this backstabbing card here. And the color matches here with this world between worlds and also this Hierophant energy. Cosmic connection. It does feel like this could have been some kind of a test for that person, or if it's your energy, some kind of a test. Are you going to pass this time? So if we don't, quote unquote, pass these tests, we get them again in the form of different people, different jobs, different circumstances, but we're getting them again. Nobody gets to go away without being tested and having some lessons. It's how life works, right, guys? We know this. Let's see. So this Three of Pentacles, also the Tower could be here sidestepping or not wanting to make a decision about a new foundation. Three of Pentacles can be the start of a project, getting something off the ground, taking an idea that has taken shape, right, and giving more to it. Let's see what is mixed with that energy. King of Swords, it is something about truth. King of Swords sees the truth. He speaks the truth, and he is the truth, and he takes action on that. So the truth about some kind of a Three of Pentacles situation. Dang. Underneath that, Two of Wands. Somebody hanging on to that past energy, and there's that skull. So when I turned my bowl upside down, we went from chicken sunglasses and hair curlers to more of a skull face. Two of Wands is about deciding which action to take because it is wands. And the Two of Swords is our thoughts, our how we're thinking about a situation. Again, it is emotional. She is in water, even though it's sword energy. That would be the cardinal of the air signs. So we are looking at Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Let's see where we go. Definitely fixed energy with these 2 and 3s so far. Fixed energy in the current situation, cardinal energy. Okay, let's see where we go. Cardinal, fixed. So the person who has the dagger can be the more stubborn one. If there are 2 people here in this dynamic. Wow, okay, didn't expect such heavy cards for decision on what? On action and more stuck energy here. So this is being mired in your emotions and feeling unable to make a decision between 2. There's that full moon again. All right, guys. And that green energy is pulling in from the War Within Worlds. It could have to do with the heart. All right, let's see where we go, guys. Be fearless. Let's be fearless. Great angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light here. What is the recent past energy? What brought my tribe, whoever this person is, this reading is for, what brought them to the energy of the Hierophant? Is it that they're just a Taurus? Or they have a lot of earth energy, very grounded, somebody becoming a teacher, a guide, a shaman in a situation that you may be betrayed by and are moving to calm waters about. 2, 3 cards. Okay, yeah. 5, 5, Page of Cups. All right. So we saw these in different order on the spread on Friday. This was our only card, this 5 of Wands, jealousy, strife, competition. It does feel like, I mean, it definitely is another person, but we don't know here if it's to do with a work situation, romance situation. We do have that number 11. And we do have 22, which is 1111. So that's 3 soulmates. There's a lesson here. So in the past, jealousy, strife, and competition. After, so it went 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. So 5 of Cups is the energy of watching and paying attention more to the ship that has gone by instead of the calm waters in front of you, looking back over your shoulder, right? Not letting go. Someone, if this did happen to you, or if you are the person making a decision, then this is very regretful energy, very regretful. Sorrow, focusing on spilled milk, rather than the 2 cups of the connection that are still turned upright and are bigger cups and are still an opportunity. Can't do anything about those other 3 that are already done spilled. You're not gonna, it's the earth's already absorbed it. Can't change, can't share it. Turn back time. Bad, but you know what I mean. All right, so the sorrow, this regret over the jealousy, the strife, competition, causing a split in this energy, causing disharmony. And Page of Cups, this is the siren. She is a mermaid. The Page of Cups, usually sirens sing their song and lure ships to their death because the song is so beautiful that they are lured in by that that harmonious song, and then those sailors would exist no more. Okay. In this deck, this is someone that is using all of the skulls as reminders of lessons in the past, right, that have gone by. So being sorrowful and regretful out of all this fighting, jealousy, and competition, whoever that was, is really trying to learn and heal their heart from it. Page of Cups. With those pages, if there was a second person, it's definitely somebody younger. All right, crossing energy there. There's that Three of Pentacles came up again on the bottom, guys. I can't make this up. Can't get away from it. It could have been, so Pentacles can be work, career. So again, either it could be competition with you at your job and you are the expert, or this could have been competition in some kind of a previously committed partnership, okay, where there were plans to give it more structure, and something got in the way of that, didn't it? All right, what is the heart of this read, Spirit? What are these? What is this Five of Swords, Six of Swords? What are they moving on from? Okay, the whole heart of the read, another page. Page of Pentacles. This is my Pandora's box card for me. This says, do not lose hope. Okay, because the whole story of Pandora's box is she opened up that box and the plagues and, oh my gosh, the crickets, the frogs, and the grasshoppers, what the hell, right? But at the very, very bottom of that box, once all of those plagues kind of made their way, right, there was the glimmer of hope. So there is still hope in whatever this situation is. And again, our number 927, you got this. There are changes on the way, but you're asked to let go of any fear toward them. I am confident I can do anything. Okay, and if this is you naysaying yourself, stop it. Okay, crossing Page of Pentacles. So this is another, again, an offer. We did see that Ace of Pentacles. This is something tangible that you'll be able to use out of this situation. So after having learned those lessons from whatever that backstabbing is, I mean, look at that. She's serious. And again, see with this red, that is our passion. That is our groundedness. This stabbing for me in this read looks like it was a complicated situation, world within worlds. It was nested in something. It could have been nested in work, since we do see these pentacles keep coming up. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Angels and guides, ancestors of the highest white light. I was not focusing, but I'll still take that card. I want to focus on the near future energy. What happens after this tower? What energy happens after this tower? Let me see energy after the tower, please. After the tower, what is on the other side of that calm shore? What is this gift? What is this hope? What is this Pandora's box being unleashed? that has to do with a past of heartache, sorrow. 5 and 5, those are numbers of change. So perhaps the changes have already taken place. And now this Pandora's box, she's opening this hope and letting go of fear. 7 of Pentacles, evaluation. Okay, what else here? That was what came out before. So the 7 of Pentacles, not going to believe it, but it's another black bird. In this deck, it's about the Black Swan. So I'll show you here in a second. I want to get our near future energy of this tower. That could be it. Spirit was like, I already gave it to you. I did. Okay, 4 of Wands. Dang. See, we're still getting messages of commitment, guys. So 4 of Wands is my 1111 card and the traditional Rider-Waite deck. There are 2 maypoles on either side. It's celebration, it's joy, it's achievement, it's a coming together. It is a sign of marriage and celebration. So we've got 4 of Wands here. And then what came out right away after the Page of Pentacles, what is this hope? What is this gift that we're using past information to gain knowledge with? More Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, is the juice worth the squeeze? So see all the wounds there on her shoulder? So all of that hard work and dedication, blood, sweat, and tears it's taken just to get the lead in the Black Swan, right? And it does have to do with emotions as well. I've gotten a Black Swan in my channeling before. I'd have to go back and look up, but they also, interestingly, like black crows, mate for life. So that being with this 4 of Wands is a little auspicious to me here. So there is still hope after this tower has happened from something regretful in the past that caused jealousy, strife, and competition of some sort, just infighting. It's a fighting within a united group. So it could be fighting within a team, any kind of team, right? Whether that's a partnership, a work situation, what have you. But because the Page of Cups is here looking like a little tardy vixen who had many skulls in her wake, you know, it's in the negative or the shadow side of these 2 cards that are already really freaking sad. So it feels like that was definitely a third person at the heart of this, guys. That interfered here with this emotion. Now this tower that has happened, you might be saying, what's left here? Is the juice worth the squeeze? The answer is more waiting, because the 7 of Pentacles is a waiting energy. It's not yet. It's the fruit is not ready to be picked from the vine quite yet regarding this 4 of Wands, okay? Crossing that is 8 of Swords. Could still be up in your head over this. 8 of Swords is your own mental imprisonment, right? Just not being, she's laying on a clock there. So this is taking quite a bit of time here, it looks like. 8 Swords. So is the juice worth the squeeze? This 4 of Wands. I mean, she's tired. She is tired and wants to get out of that head. So again, we do have this 5 of Swords, which can be someone that has betrayed either you, or perhaps you acted in a way that was not normal for you, or you didn't know what to do. Okay, you need to use the lesson, or else you're going to get it again. And if it wasn't pleasant the first time, Guess how much more not pleasant it's going to be the next time around. Believe me, I've taken some time to relearn some lessons, or 2 or 5. Okay, so 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, standing your ground. You've just got a little bit more time to go here in this future energy. You are almost out of all this muck. The 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. She's been through it. She's almost there. She has battle scars and war wounds to show for it. Interesting that that crosses the 7 of Pentacles of war wounds, emotional wounds, heart healing. And what is she on the lookout for? 6 of Pentacles, balance. It can also be an indication, since we had 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, that if this lesson has to be learned again and it's not you, and they may try to pull out this additional energy, make sure you're not the one that's getting the fucking breadcrumbs. And if you are, bye-bye. Yeah, and actually, Ace of Swords is my, whatever I just said is that's the truth. So that's my instinct, guys. Message isn't for everyone. Think of it more as a story, right? There's a protagonist and the antagonist. There are elements that lead you into the story, the exposition. There is the climax. There is the falling action and a resolution. So, yeah, this is, yeah. Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups right under that. That's the second time at the bottom of the deck we had 2 aces butt to butt, back to back on top of each other. So this time it's a truth about either self-love. Ace of Cups is new love. It's renewed love. I knew it. Yeah. Make sure it is balanced and fair and equal, and they are not giving to anything else. Guess what happens when we think the grass is green on the other side? Oh shit, maybe if I just watered my grass, then it would appear just as appealing. Could be. Let me know in the comments if someone else thought the grass was greener. My heart goes out to your heart. That is not fun. This feels kind of heavy, guys. I do like that it lightens up as we move across the board from past into future energy, though. So again, there is hope of this. There's definitely going to be some evaluation, and maybe it's just a matter of redefining, every year. Okay, just because you've been, say you're in a partnership for 10 years, you got shit to reevaluate. You can't just assume. You sit down and renegotiate. It's like a contract. If we would negotiate terms of a business contract, in the world will we not negotiate the terms of a relational contract? This is what I want. This is what you want. Are we in agreement on that? Okay, yeah, great. How do we do that? What's the plan? This is the plan being made. All right, but with boundaries this time, okay? With boundaries. You didn't get all those battle scars for nothing. Don't pretend like they're not there. Use them. All right, Spirit, what in the past was a block or was detrimental to the Hierophant energy? So this guru, teacher, guide, or someone in a committed partnership, in a cosmic connection. Thank you. Angel of the Night. Okay, and 10 swords. I knew it. God dang. Okay. So this is my Ophelia card, right? You know, the painting, couldn't be with the lover that she wanted to be with, felt very misunderstood, and did something really dumb that we hope never happens to anyone. Nothing is ever that bad. You can feel like it big time. But underneath the Hierophant's really interesting because we have the Angel of the Night. And this is a card that is only in this deck, Angel of the Night. Okay, her phosphorescent butterflies are guiding you into the light. And while you sleep and recover from this heartbreak, this sorrow, Five of Cups is emotional abandonment, guys. That's not fun, and I'm so sorry. The Angel of the Night is saying that is in the past, and whatever worries you have left, and look at that black hair again, that message. Whatever worries you have left, she is taking care of and healing in your heart for you. Worlds within worlds. Our heart exists in the world of our body. So perhaps to the outside world, it was everything's fine. Meanwhile, in your heart energy, you can't stop looking at that ship behind you because this freaking hurts, the separation. He's not talking to her. He split it. He's not even looking. That hurts. Ten of Swords. You think 10 Swords hurts in your back? I'm willing to take a big guess that it probably was pretty shitty. Drowning in emotions and sorrow. Yeah, not a fun time. But guess what? This cosmic connection, it can ignite a dark night of the soul so that we are forced to change. We're forced to lasso that happiness. We're forced to pick up that lasso and do something and move toward our sun, move toward our happiness. The Angel of the Night here is here to help you heal your heart, guys. Heal that Five of Cups, that Five of Wands, from whatever that extra Page of Cups had to do with this. But it's a lesson. Like I said, you don't get to go the big leagues without having gone through the hard training, right? So I said, what in the past was the situation that, happened to this Hierophant or could have blocked the Hierophant? Ten of Swords. It blocked your power, right? The Hierophant is the knowledge holder. So this is a cosmic connection to you, raising you up. It could have put that on delay. Because if it messes with our emotions and our happiness, you can't manifest. You can't, because then you're going to be focused on that. You're just going to continue to pull in other icky things like this, right? You have to focus on yourself, focus on your own light, focus on your own stability. And if this tower is going to be rebuilt, it needs to be rebuilt right. That's the opportunity here. The opportunity may really surprise you. It could be a lot easier than you thought. You never know. Let's see where it goes. So on the bottom of that environmental energy, within that Ten of Swords, that absolute backstabbing betrayal that I saw up here, clear in the Five of Swords, but didn't know if we could take that connotation quite yet. Yeah, now we can. This was in an environment, this happened in happiness. Thought everything was fine. Look at that frog. The one that hurled itself at me on my car last Wednesday. So this is luck. This is optimism. This is great happiness. And during this time, unexpected. I mean, you get stabbed in the back, you don't see it coming, right? I'm really sorry, that sucks. It's getting mo better. We're getting mo better though. All right, but it messed with your happiness too. In a blocked position, it turns that upside down. All right, what does Spirit want us to know here, guys? I really try to keep these short. I just can't help a story. I'm going to try to help as much as I can here. What does Spirit want anybody who is watching this message at any time they watch it? Want them to know about the Page of Pentacles, this tangible opportunity. There is hope here in this situation where there was manipulation, lies, deceit. Moving on, whoever this is for the situation that you are currently moving towards calmer waters. And it is under that Oracle of Emotions. Spirit wants us to know here for the collective messages for their best and highest good. Thank you, Spirit. From Spirit, what would you like the tribe to know, Spirit, about this? Tell us about what is on the other side of that calm shore with this Page of Pentacles opportunity. Oh, wow. Stop it. So, you know how I said when we don't learn things, got to learn them. You're going to learn them again. Well, this 1111, this cosmic connection. Not my favorite lover's card out of all the decks I have. I don't know. I think he looks, damn, maybe it is Daffy Duck. The sinister black hair. Not that people that have black hair are sinister. Again, it is greed, arrogance, unpredictability. That's that 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Just selfish as F. Well, Spirit wants you to know you might be the one with the choice this time. Yep. So either this person, if they are still in your vicinity, will be faced with this choice again, since the situation that you are leaving is a 5 of Swords. We do have 6 planets retrograding currently, which is a lot. It is about self-examination, re-evaluation. Exes can come back into the picture during retrogrades, big time. That's on the bottom. Let's see if this is a positive connotation here. Oh, wow. Just the World card, you know. Just the highest major arcana there. So a successful completion of a cycle with the Lovers. The Lovers have tests, guys, especially if it's twin flame. And those lessons ain't fun. See where we go. Ending of what? Cycle. Ending of the Knight of Pentacles. This person that you are connected to, or if it's you, could be earth energy. The Knights are the mutable signs. So let's see, Taurus will be fixed energy, Virgo, and also then you have Capricorn as the cardinal. So this would be Virgo energy here. So no matter what, I love that this deck has a knight that is female and she's holding a scythe, which brings us back to our sword and this, you know, ambivalence, this doubt, this like not picking up that lasso to lasso the sun. The good thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that they always make it there. It's kind of my U.S. Postal Service. Through the dark of night in any storm, you know, they'll always make it there. So successful completion of a cycle that took a long friggin' time. The Knights take the longest to get there, but they're the ones that are guaranteed to get there. Out of all the Knights, they're the ones that are getting there to bring this tangible offer. Underneath that, we got the High Priestess. So this is a situation you know about or soon will be knowing about. Spirit's telling you with this cosmic connection and the Hierophant connecting to source, seeing your magic, having the hope, seeing this light. You know who this person is. You don't know who they are. It's a past life soulmate, but you will feel that and will recognize that when you meet them. Oh, what do you know about? Oh, what do we know? Oh, you know, just about love again. There's that Ace of Cups again. And that's new love, newly loving of self, or renew. So your choice could be between new or renew. What did that 10 swords teach you about yourself? Did you learn discernment from it? Did you learn your worth? Did you learn your value, that you deserve better than someone who would stab you in the back? Well, now you're going to have to make that choice. Make sure your own cup is full first before you go offering that love to anybody else. Okay? Promise? Pinky swears. I'm watching. I'm just messing with them. You do what you want. I'm just telling the story that's on the board tonight. Thank you. Outcome energy. That is way too many, but wow. What happens with the Tower, guys? Transformation. Death and transformation. You cannot have, again, it's bookending here down at the bottom. The Tower is up on top. World within worlds. Inside of that tower, okay, comes the new beginning. Without an end, you cannot have a new start. You do not get a butterfly without having been in the chrysalis and sacrificed that time and that change. You don't get to have one without the other. You don't get to escape this world without having learned any lessons. You just don't. So we'll take that death card and we'll take what flipped over, and guess who's back? King of Swords, truth. This is what's causing this tower. Whatever tower comes, the King of Swords is taking that and transforming that energy. Let's see what we got here on the bottom. Those other cards that came out too, you're like me and like, what were they? Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, Magician. So Four of Cups, someone either for this transformation, either again, we saw that at the beginning, you're not seeing it happen yet. It's being on offer to you to gain this knowledge, but you're not hearing it yet. You're not meditating. You're not in a place where you can calm your energy to hear the message. Is the juice worth the squeeze? And that pink and lavender sky comes into this pink and lavender of that card. It's such a beautiful card. King of Swords again. Aquarius energy. The kings are all fixed, the fixed signs, and the swords are air. So the outcome is transformation of a King of Swords. connected to this 1111 Four of Wands. And this could be shocking to you. It could be quite the surprise, especially if you don't know who this person is that you're going to have to make a choice about, or it comes suddenly out of nowhere. You didn't, I don't think you see this coming. I really don't. Be fearless, saying changes are on the way. Let go of fear. I am confident I can do anything. Now our Nine of Cups of Happiness is facing upright. There's the enlightenment behind her in that painting. And the Magician, the Gemini Aquarian energy here. You have all the tools that you already need to possess within you. Now, after looks like you are learning the lessons, you are moving towards your truth. The outcome is transformation. And now you see that, oh, I don't just have this little tiny old gift. I have this many gifts and that big of gifts. I have that to work with. You're so much more powerful than you ever thought possible. And if I can offer a suggestion, thank that person as you're pulling out the swords. Why thank them? You're going, heck no. You're probably saying every word in the book at me right now. It's all right. But you know why? Because that does help you find your happiness. That helps you release, you forgive. You also, they are a soulmate, okay? This is a cosmic connection. You agreed to do that with each other. You trigger each other, especially if this is a twin flame. I mean, his finger is lighting up. So you could be one of the two of this dynamic here. And, or this person with the swords was a catalyst for you to get to this space. You weren't going to get there without having learned that lesson of discernment, without picking yourself back up, without allowing that healing, okay? Moving away. This is no longer your story. Your back is facing it, the situation. This is good. Congratulations. Go toward that change. And look how this front of her boat, like that light, that pulling energy, pulling you over there. Okay? Worlds within worlds. I swear I'm trying to do, these are such deep messages. This is not short and sweet stuff, guys. Sorry. I'll go ahead and roll these out. We had here, we had the Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, Magician. Don't see it coming. Whatever this is, though, there's money attached to it. This opportunity, perhaps a business partner, something gets funded, but taking action on your truth is the outcome. Coming along with transformation after discerning, is the juice worth the squeeze? All of this hard work, dedication, and effort I've put in. I mean, the Four of Wands is showing in that energy after the Tower. 2 fours. 13 card, which is 1 and 3, and that's a 4 in this future energy. So stability is coming. These 5 of change are in the past. So the present energy, I feel like we're definitely being asked here to use this gift and use these lessons. And this can also be getting a hold of our emotions that were swirling all around, right? Harnessing those emotions, harnessing the sun. moving on towards that light after this deception. Everybody makes mistakes, guys. They either learn by them. Is it a pattern, or was it a one-time thing? Are they sorry, or are they making excuses? Are we lying to ourselves about this because we don't want to have to do that to a source decision? It's okay. It's all right. It's going to turn in your favor either way. I mean, 9 of Cups and Magician ain't nothing. 7, 8, 9, Cardinal fixed mutable. So water energy of Cups here. That would be mutable water sign, which would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which would be Pisces energy. And we didn't get any timing here, but like I said in my channel, I felt like it was by the 10-10 portal. Okay, it's about a month away. All right, I've prattled enough, and I will. I'm going to continue on tomorrow. This feels like definitely a continuation of Friday's message a bit, moving a bit farther forward with a more precise outcome. Yeah, it's coming, guys. I feel like within this next 4 weeks, you have some unpacking and preparing to do before we can get to that 4 wands with that King of Swords, okay? Requires your transformation. And theirs. But guess what? You ain't the boss of their transformation. They're going to do what they need to do, or they won't. And there's your answer. Looks like it's pretty good for you, regardless. There's that one last toad. Could be this. Finally. Just take those messages as you see fit. Would love to hear in the comments if you are recognizing any of those symbols, or and I noticed I was wearing my David Bowie t-shirt on. That was an accident. Changes. Kind of funny. Anyway, I love y'all. And